3% commission. You don't want to sell your used property that is 1 year old, you get a 3% commission, right? So now you're selling your house for $400,000 to $450,000, and now you have a $600,000 house that you bought. If you really need to sell it, so every person that I have met, and I'm from Brazil, Brazilians love short-term rentals. That's a different story. It's called lifestyle investment. They come in and they stay for 2 months, and that's their house. And the rest of the year we'll pay for the mortgage and the property taxes, and that's okay, you know, if that's what you want to do. But as a pure investment, those houses, I can guarantee you almost, I don't own one, thank God, but they won't do you well.
Every once in a while, you hear somebody goes, oh, I bought a blah and I'm doing really well. But you have to ask them how much of time, okay?
Yeah.
And the other thing is, when you buy that, you still have to paint the inside, paint the outside, keep up the pool, do all this stuff, and you don't realize the cost. So you better be making a lot of money. And unless you buy one of those in an area where they'll let a school bus come in, and because when you get tired of it, you're going to want to rent it out to somebody for 12 months. 99% of the people cannot do that in a short-term rental area. Okay. Now, there are people that buy condos on the beach and do pretty well, but you're not going to spend a lot of money on a condo on the beach because you're not going to get but $100 a night. So what, you know, you see,
Yeah.
and you know, it's all percentages. And then you have an extra tax.
Correct.
Oh, right,
Because-
you pay tax on it,
Yeah.
short term.
Yeah, and you know, you have to pay, I don't know, a hospitality tax, whatever they call it. but-
Just do your due diligence on them.
Yeah.
They're not as pretty in the inside as they are on the outside.
Yeah, so what you guys saying is really, short-term rental, Airbnb, or whatever, is really, is a perception, is not a reality. Is all, you know, when it come down to it, long-term rental is much better for investors because of the turnkey and cash flow, as opposed to, you know, all the hype, all the excitement associated with short-term rental and everything else out there in the public are really very misleading. It's not what you think it is. It's not profit-making entity, and so far and so on. Am I right? Is that the takeaway?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, you guys are learning much more than Central Florida, right? You guys are learning basics of 101, real estate 101, right? I mean, the value add this team brings you, it's just beyond anything, right? Am I right? I mean, this is great. You're getting information from the trenches, the real stuff. I mean, no fluff, no puff. This is real reality, you know, accountability, just transparency, everything, right? So, isn't that great? I mean, this is years of experience, successful companies, entities, and entrepreneurs. And you guys are already developer, Wagner, and you know, and Brock, and property manager, and the whole team, and Gene. It's just amazing, right? So you should be glad that you're here. Well, you learned a lot, and so I'm glad you're here. So
If I can tell you a little bit about my personal experience. So I started investing into real estate, of course, in the downturn of the economy, right? So I bought a lot of property. I paid $28,000 for a two-bedroom apartment in Metro West. And now it's about 160, maybe 165. So I did buy a lot of properties at the right time, and I semi-retired because my wife didn't let me, if you were not here at the beginning of So I retired. I love motorcycles, so I took my motorcycle and I went from Key West to Alaska on my motorcycle and back, and that was fun. I retired, I spent 1 month traveling. I got home, I have 2 beautiful daughters, and you know, I used to go to the gym, come back home, 10 o'clock in the morning, having my breakfast, and my wife looked at me and says, what the heck you doing at home, you know? So retiring is possible through real estate, and I'm a living proof of this. So what we actually are telling you here, it works. Now, I don't want to retire. I'm working and I love it, but being able to retire through your financial independence in real estate is the key. Buy well, maintain your properties, have a great property manager, keep great tenants in, and you guys will be able to pay the property off in 14, 15, 17 years. Especially at those rates, guys, if you're planning, you know, and usually do a simple math. How much money do you need to survive once you retire? Multiply that by how many properties and the cash flow that's gonna give you, and you got a formula, you know? Take advantage of those low interest loans. They're not gonna be there forever. Gene has been, in this business for a long time, and I can tell you.
Also, take a 30-year mortgage, don't take a 15, because you want to pay it off in 15 years. Take the 30-year mortgage, take all the money that you get, and make 2 extra mortgage payments a year, and you got a 15-year mortgage. And if you can't make it, then you're not, you're not under pressure. So give yourself a little bit of a leeway, do what you have to do. All good, it's all really good. And think about it. And do your, don't put yourself in a bind, because I watch people sometimes and they want something so bad, they'll make it, put a, what do they say, a round peg in a square hole, right? Don't do that. Don't put pressure on yourself. You had one question, didn't you?
Oh, I was getting back to the construction. What's the new roof life on your
They're 30-year shingles.
They don't
30,
ask
30
you.
also? Yeah.
Oh, we're running out of time. I mean, I wish we could do this all night long with you guys. Just thirsty for so much information and knowledge. Appreciate you being here. So it appears that there's a lot of value associated with tonight's event. So thank you for coming, guys. Once again, I have another speaker here, right? So perhaps we should take a break before you do that. Tomorrow, Gene and the team, right?
Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow afternoon.
Going to be here in this area around noon to 1 to 1:30.
Well, we'll be speaking again here at 5:30, is that right, tomorrow? No?
So,
What, 7?
Yeah, but that's closed, Jim. That meeting's closed for our clients.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just trying to figure out our time, we're not gonna go back to the hotel.
Well, we'd like you here by 7.
Okay, listen, okay, so, we'll probably, if you call C-Wing, or, you can text or call us and make an appointment, that'd probably be better for us, so that, if you wanna see us at 4 o'clock, or 5 o'clock, or 6 o'clock, we can come and meet you here.
yeah, but I'll be across the street, right outside AAA, right? Meeting with people 11:30 to 2:30. That's a 3-hour block. So come meet with me, and even Pen Renner might be here. I don't know.
Right.
Gene gonna be here, of course, between noon and 1, or
Whenever you want.
yeah, wherever you got tomorrow, right? In this area. So let me see. Any other 1-minute recap you have?
No,
Gene,
but,
what
you,
you said?
okay, so we have digital, cards, right?
If you want to get our card, we have printed versions too, but we have digital cards. And buying from us is very simple. We're looking at our product.
Oh, this is
very simple.
fun.
We have a website. It's www.realty.
I can pull it up.
Yep. June's gonna pull it up. And reserving a house, you have to make no efforts on paying anything online. You just go if you like a house. The cash flow sheets are going to be built in to the presentation. So you're gonna be able to see Palm Bay, Poinciana, Kissimmee, all the cash flow sheets are there for you guys. And if you click reserve now, then we get an email that you want that house. How did you hear about us? You just mark C-Wing. Your name, full address, and everything else. We'll prepare a contract, which we use a very simple FAR/BAR contract, which is the Florida Realtors Association standard contract. We used to do 60-page contract that, you're gonna give me your 3rd child, and that's not gonna work, so we make a standard contract right now, which is already approved by the Florida Realtor Association, and we'll fill it up for you some areas, you get the contract, we'll make all the introductions. It's very simple to acquire a house in case if you guys are interested. Right?
What was I'm sorry, I didn't get the website.
Oh, Gene is,
www.
yeah, Gene, actually, we can pull it up for you.
Do you guys represent 2 different areas?
Yes.
Oh, what's the different areas?
So, Brock is a builder for Poinciana and Kissimmee. I build in Palm Bay.
Okay. Where are those areas
So,
relative to each
Palm
other?
Bay is on the I-95 corridor, which is called the Space Coast.
And Kissimmee, Poinciana is more on the I-4 corridor that connects Tampa and Orlando.
Poinciana is very close to Disney.
Okay, luckily, by the way, I recorded this entire live event, so.
Yeah, I didn't do my hair or anything.
Yes. No, sorry.
Wait till you see how good
Photoshop
it's
it.
done.
All right,
This
anything
is
else?
fun. So,
Oh, so the realty doctors?
Yes.
Is your, for everybody?
Yes.
Okay.
but you'll see, I had a gentleman, the first time we did this, pulled me up, and I said, well, just go on there and you can reserve. He said, you want me to buy a house like I'm going on Amazon? And he bought 3 that day. Kind of funny. But you can take, you know, if you pick one, you can put it on Google and you'll see what the street looks like. Remember, it's from 2011, so there's more houses.
So for example, there, it's the exact same house on each of these streets?
Those are the pictures. We have floor plans as well. If you need additional more information, we can share them with you. We have floor plans, we have 3D renderings that we can share with you. And if you don't feel comfortable just reserving out of what we're showing you on the presentation and online, we can actually do a call and guide you through the process as well. It's a pleasure for us to do it. Or if you want to come to Florida, even better. You can come and see the house.
I'm sorry, I didn't know if I got the question answered.
I'm sorry.
Are they the same house that,
Correct.
It's all the same, in Ponciana,
Yeah.
and.
so you're building the same exact
We
house
only build
basically?
one model home. It's a
One model.
Ford Chulius. So we
Okay.
only
On the
build one
right-hand
model,
side,
yes. Same
garage,
thing.
and the
For the
left.
single family dwelling, okay.
Remember, there's only like one on the block.
We bring out of
There's only
time.
one on the block.
Yeah, these are infill lots.
Any additional questions, you can talk in the hallway, we're
Yeah.
gonna break and afterwards. Well, yeah, give these folks a hand. Thank you for being here. So we can take a break. Thank you, guys. Thank you. We can take a break. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. So, thank you, Thomas. Yeah. So we're gonna take a short break, 5-minute break. Then, in about 5 minutes, Mike Ryan gonna talk about 1031 tax-free exit strategies, right? How to make money. I don't know. He got some great ideas. I can't wait to hear it. 5-minute break, okay? Come right back.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't want to forget to turn it on now, I'm just gonna let it run. Just gonna edit it out. Yeah.
Make any comments on the website, still improving, so.
Break everything else down.
You stop, right? You push
You want me to
stop?
start it?
Oh, it's up to you. I mean.
Yeah, we can start it.